My friends, welcome to this new episode of Security Boutique. So, I'm here to discuss about forensics. I'm a bit upset because it's almost 20 years that I'm in the industry, but I have seen so little about forensics. We read about data breach every day, and actually the investment in forensics is always so little. You can check also from a training perspective into the industry. Everybody is so focused on blue team, red team, purple threat, okay, whatever. It should include forensics too. But let's be honest, check it out the training, and you see how little is done there. So there is a misunderstanding of the industry. Forensics, it can be seen in 2021 like the man in black fella that is coming when you need it. It should be continuous compliance. It should be automated. By compliance, I mean you should have continuous forensics. You should be capable to spot in memory what is going on. And also the fact that we are going to cloud. If you are digital first, cloud first, you should have automation because it's so easy. I mean, you have a load balancer. You can remove from the pool the machine that you want. You can snapshot, do the analysis, and everything automated. You don't even need the SOAR. You can just use the cloud service provider API. If you are in a container, even easier. So the only difficulties that I see is in terms of understanding into a FAS, a function as a service, what happened. But it can be tricky. It's all log based, but uh, infrastructure as a service, PaaS, it's easy. On-prem as well. We right now can automate. Think about the vSphere. Think about the capabilities that you are having in Intune. Think the amount of opportunity and project that you are having, and it's not a cost. Security isn't a product, is a strategy. And that is something that I want to stress over and over and over because all the time it looks like security is a cost. There are tons of solutions, and I'm here to show you something. So we all know the main project in terms of forensics. SleuthKit, Autopsy is part of that. Anyway, Volatility. Volatility is one of the best one in terms of memory. So let's start in memory analysis and volatility. So volatility is a project, as my usual, you see the browser with the address, so no problem on having the links. So volatility is actually capable to automate and help you with all memory analysis. It can be a continuous process. And volatility itself doesn't give you the acquisition bit. So if you want to acquire the memory, you can do it remotely, but there are other way. So volatility as a project is suggesting on their documentation Lime. Lime is the acquisition method that Volatility as a project is suggesting. There are tons of other projects. For example, this one is actually going to do the automation also in terms of put it into an S3, into a blob or whatever else. So it's not complicated. It's just not it should be part of the design from a security architecture perspective as well. So fortunately, the cloud service provider are giving a big help on that. And there are talk that you can find with a lot of experience of companies that do continuous forensics. And I do suggest this talk that I witnessed when I was in London. A really good talk on leave from the title that it want to be funny, but it was a talk at OWASP. You'll find on YouTube. Really good time to see the automation opportunity. But it's not just AWS; it's everybody. So You do have entire architecture for Azure explaining how to maintain the chain of custody, and so just follow up these links and you'll see. GCP documentation on this one is really quite good and is talking about Kubernetes, GKE, and you'll find a lot about that. But don't forget that if you do container, Falco is also a really good option. And so don't forget it because it gives you visibility that at the time that you do threat hunting is difficult to have. And as my usual, I rush it. I hope you pick the message. Look after forensics. It's not a cost. You can automate. It should be part of your planning into playbook. But don't think that you need a SOAR to do it. You can just use the API of whatever. Your orchestrator, your vSphere, uh, everything is actually capable to take snapshot nowadays. And so just think of that on now will make the investigation easier because most of the time in the industry, discover that somebody compromise you is the big problem. With this one, if you have an established process on continuous forensics, you do it. If you also link the continuous forensics with the continuous compliance that can be change management, for example, you'll have a powerful picture of whatever is happening. If an attacker is changing the configuration, is giving you the alert. At the same time, you can do forensics. If you have malware, nowadays, it's always in memory. And so you need to be ready and capable to do remote analysis, snapshotting of memory. It's not 16 gig of RAM a big deal to move. And actually, you can analyze locally. And so you don't have to move it all the time. And think how easy it is to remove from a load balancer pool just the machine that you think got compromised and how much automation can give you tomorrow if you decide to have a SOAR, for example. But you don't need one to just do that. Everything is open source. You do have the best project are there. There are wonderful product, also commercial. We do know all big vendors, all are cloud ready. Everybody is having an API to be invoked. And so whatever is your decision, it's just a matter to decide to do it. And so do forensics. It's important. That is the message that I want you to take away from this video. Okay? Have a good one. Thanks a lot for watching and subscribe so you'll have new material. Okay? Have a good one. Bye bye.